It's late at night, everything is quiet, and your body is exhausted. But your mind suddenly wakes up and starts scrolling through every money thought you pushed away all day. You're not stressed exactly, just wide awake, thinking. You're staring at the ceiling, half asleep, half alert. Bills, decisions, timing, and conversations you still haven't had quietly line up in your head. It's like your brain chose this exact moment to ask serious questions. And there's this quiet moment where you wonder why money feels so loud at night. Not because you failed, but because you finally stopped distracting yourself. When everything is silent, your real concerns speak up. What if the hardest part about money isn't the numbers at all? Maybe it's the quiet moments when your mind starts replaying decisions, risks, and what-ifs. That's usually when money feels the loudest. Hi, I'm Bella. This is Money Talk with Bella Space for honest conversations. Because money is never just money. It's tied to our choices, our timing, and the pressure we don't always say out loud. If you're here, we're not here to fix anything tonight. We're here to sit with the thoughts that show up when everything finally goes quiet. Stay with me, and let's explore what those late-night money worries are really touching inside us. Money worries rarely show up when we're busy. They wait for the quiet moments, when there's nothing left to distract us. That's usually at night, when everything finally slows down. During the day, we perform, we answer messages, get through meetings, and look like we're fine. But the pressure doesn't disappear, it just waits. At night, a quiet tension shows up. It's the gap between what you earn, what you hoped for, and what you feel you should have figured out by now. No blame, just noticing what's there. There were nights when it wasn't even about a specific bill. It was this quiet question looping in my head, am I actually doing life the right way? I'd replay old decisions, the ones that felt smart back then, and the ones I still second-guess now. Not with regret, but with this need to understand myself better. It wasn't always fear. Sometimes it was responsibility mixed with self-doubt, sitting heavy right on my chest when everything else was quiet. That's when I realized money thoughts often show up when something deeper is asking for attention. And at night, there's finally space to hear it. I think a lot of us use money as a mirror, even when we don't mean to. We look at our bank balance and somehow see our safety, our competence, even our identity reflected back. It's subtle, but it shapes how we judge ourselves. Money doesn't just track dollars and cents. It quietly measures where we think we should be by now compared to other people's lives. Promotions, houses, milestones, it all starts feeling like a scoreboard. And at night, when everything finally goes quiet, that mirror gets louder. Not because we failed, but because we're human. We care, and we want our lives to mean something. That concern is not weakness. It's proof of intention. When money keeps you up at night, it usually isn't about the spreadsheet or the balance. It's about the question that won't stop tapping on your mind when everything else goes quiet. Tonight, let's slow down and actually listen to that question. Sometimes the worry isn't asking for more money at all. It's asking for reassurance, honesty with yourself, or permission to rest without guilt. And that's uncomfortable, because it means the problem isn't external, it's emotional. And if money weren't the problem, what else might be asking for your attention in that quiet space? Maybe it's a decision you've delayed, or a truth you haven't named yet. There's no rush to answer, just notice what shows up. Take a slow breath with me right here. You don't have to think clearly or fix anything in this moment. Just let yourself arrive where you are without pressure. Let the thoughts land without sorting them. You don't need answers tonight, and you don't need clarity right now. Everything can stay unfinished. Even half-formed feelings count. You don't have to explain them or name them perfectly. Silence is allowed here. If this conversation felt familiar, I want you to know you're not alone in it. Sometimes just naming these quiet money thoughts is enough to remind us that they don't define us and that awareness itself is already progress. If this resonated, you can like the video as a quiet nod of recognition. And if you feel open to it, share what usually shows up in your thoughts when everything goes quiet. Your comment might be exactly what someone else needs to read tonight. This is Money Talk with Bella B, 'cause money is never just money. I'm really glad you're here, and I'll see you in the next conversation.